This is a little test of the Nelo, my Nelo 520 rudder system. I want to see what happens if I put no pressure on the pedals whatsoever, set it up straight, and is it going to drift? And I'll go straight first and then maybe make some sweep turns and see if the rudder's affected. Now, it's straight ahead now, and I can tell that because I have a little piece of tape here, and where the end of the line adjuster just touches that, that means it's straight on each side, okay? And I have a lot of slack, so the pedals are really forward, but not so forward that there's no little bit of a tension from the bungees on the pedals to keep these taut like that. So we're going to see what happens. Watching that, I'm going to put this down. Hopefully you can see it, or it will be visible on the video, but if not, I should be able to see it. So we want to see what happens here. Does that change both when I'm paddling straight and making a turn using the paddle. Now this, I might have a little bit of a sticking point on my rudder where it's straight ahead. The rudder shaft may not be completely straight. Actually, it feels like it's pulling to the left, so I'm going to have to adjust that a little bit here, because I want it straight. So maybe my tape is not perfect. But this is sort of like a trim now, right? I can paddle and see, am I going straight? Okay. So the right side I'm pulling a little bit. Now I feel like I'm pulling a little bit to the right, so maybe that was right and just some paddling defect of mine. That feels pretty straight. No, it seems to be going to the left. Wow, tiny little bits here. So this is like a trim control. Okay, I think that's pretty straight. And they look pretty well lined up. The left one is pulled back a little bit past the line compared to the right one. But I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so now I'm just going to do some paddling. Paddle is too long. I was just trying it at its longest length. Gonna put it back at the baby length, 190. Okay. It seems to stay there, which is good. I can't hit the pedals, so now I feel pretty nicely connected with the water, with the boat. Seem to be drifting a little bit to the left. Okay, so tiny bit. Wow, that may be too much. What I should do is get up some speed and then do the trim when I stop paddling, because that will take out the effect of my paddling. So let's do that. Get up to like 6 or so. Okay, now we're straight. That's left. Oh, my paddle hitting the water. Try to go straight down. A little bit to the left. Wow, it seems very sensitive. Do it one more time. See how this feels? What happens when I stop paddling? Feels like it's pulling to the left a little bit. 6.5. Tiny bit to the left. I think that'll be good. Okay. So we can see they're pretty well at the same position. Okay, so now I'm going to paddle straight again and see that the rudder doesn't move. Just pushing with my heels and not with my toes. That feels pretty good. Okay, now I want to turn using a sweep on the left side. Wow, it really doesn't want to turn. Not with this paddle anyway. Okay, I'm gonna do a little Greenland trick. Oh, gee. With the paddle straight, it doesn't want to turn much. Okay, I might have to do a little backwards paddling here so I don't run out of room for the 180. And the rudder hasn't seemed to have moved. So that's good. I should have kept it long for a better sweep. And let's see if it still feels straight now. It looks straight on the line controls. Sweep a little bit more on the left to try to get over. Vertical on the right. There we go. Now, just straight. Yeah, I like that. So this is a way of, at least in a Nelo, being able to deactivate your rudder. Now maybe on a boat that didn't have that little sticking point on the rudder straight ahead, maybe it would wander off. But I like this. I feel pretty straight. If I want to turn to the left, I just sweep a little bit on the left. I can make some adjustments. Not a whole lot. Again, this paddle is very short. Let's go to the right. For some reason, that seems a little more effective. Let's go to the left. No, now I'm going to land. I'd like to go a little bit to the left. Yeah. So that's a way to paddle without your rudder. I think I may be doing that for my flat water paddles. And you can always extend it using the Greenland trick if you want to sweep some more.
Lap 7, 18:27.
All right. So there's a little bit of disabling the rudder on the Nelo 520. Hey, there he is.